Gaara is a shinobi from Sunagakure. He was made the Jinchuriki of Shukaku shortly after birth, which led the villagers to fear him, seeing him as a monster. Growing up without bonds, Gaara developed hatred for the world and cared only for himself, justifying his existence by killing anyone who stood in his way. After being defeated by Naruto Uzumaki, another Jinchuriki who found strength in friendship, Gaara began to change. He aspired to follow Naruto's example and later became the fifth Kazekage, determined to protect his village and dispel the fear its people had toward him. As a child, Gaara was kind and gentle, despite the fear and resentment directed at him by most of the villagers. He remained resilient because he felt loved by his caretaker Yashimaru and his late mother. However, his father, Rasa, believed these emotions weakened Gaara as a Jinchuriki. To harden him, Rasa ordered Yashimaru to assassinate Gaara and, if unsuccessful, to tell him that neither he nor Gaara's mother had ever loved him. This cruel plan worked. After Yashimaru's death, Gaara lost all desire for human connection and vowed to live only for himself, dedicating all his strength to his own survival. Over the years, Gaara became infamous as Sabaku no Gaara, or Gaara of the Sand Waterfall. Outwardly composed, he was deeply unstable, showing no mercy to his enemies but restraining his bloodlust in certain situations. The voice of Shukaku in his mind constantly encouraged violence, threatening to take control if Gaara ever slept. This led to chronic insomnia, adding to his instability. While Shukaku's influence was strong, Gaara's hatred stemmed from his belief that others were a threat to his existence. He sought to affirm himself by killing strong opponents and avoided interactions with those he found uninteresting. Even his own siblings were not safe from his cold disdain. Gaara's past closely mirrors that of Naruto Uzumaki. Both were made Jinchuriki at birth, despised by their villages, and grew up without parental love. However, while Gaara rejected society, Naruto fought to earn the acceptance of his peers. Gaara sought power to protect himself, whereas Naruto sought strength to protect others. During their battle, Naruto defeated Gaara, making him question his choices. This marked the beginning of Gaara's transformation. He started improving his relationships with his siblings, making friends inside and outside his village, and eventually became someone willing to sacrifice himself for those he cared about. He even reconciled with Shukaku, expressing gratitude for the hardships that ultimately led him to meet Naruto. By the second half of the series, Gaara had become Kazekage, a testament to his growth. As leader, he showed wisdom beyond his years. He forgave his father for trying to kill him, recognizing that Rasa only wanted to protect the village. Gaara dedicated his life to ensuring Sunagakure's well-being. Though he still had some critics, most villagers came to respect him, supporting his reforms. Inspired by Naruto, Gaara sought to foster unity among the 5 Kage and their villages, believing that cooperation was the key to lasting peace. Initially, only Konohagakure supported him, but by the 4th Great Ninja War, he successfully convinced the Kage to unite, forming the Shinobi Alliance. Gaara feels deeply indebted to Naruto for changing his life. He considers Naruto his closest friend and believes his painful childhood was ultimately beneficial, as it led him to this friendship. Gaara joins the 4th Great Ninja War, not only to defeat Akatsuki, but also to protect Naruto. His desire to help sometimes puts him at odds with Naruto's wishes. He was willing to kill Sasuke Uchiha if he became a threat, and initially sought to isolate Naruto for his safety. However, Gaara ultimately realized Naruto had to fight his own battles. Drawing from his own past, Gaara tries to guide those consumed by hatred and loneliness, using his own experiences to help them find a better path. Though not always successful, he deeply sympathizes with their struggles and hopes Naruto can save Sasuke, just as he once saved him.